Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessed Mess Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, we are reading from the Little Brown Book, A Day at a Time, October 16th. Someone once said that the mind's direction is more important than its progress. If my direction is correct, then progress is sure to follow. We first come to the program to receive something for ourselves, but soon learn that we receive most bountifully when we give to others. If the direction of my mind is to give rather than to receive, then I'll benefit beyond my greatest expectations. The more I give of myself, the more generously I open my heart and mind to others, the more growth and progress I'll achieve. Am I learning not to measure my giving against my getting, accepting that the act of giving is its own reward? Today I pray. May I not lose sight of that pillar of the program, helping myself through helping others in our purpose of achieving comfortable sobriety. May I feel that marvel of giving and taking and giving back again from the moment I take the first step. May I care deeply about others maintaining their freedom from substances, and may I know that they care about me. It is a simple and beautiful exchange. Today I will remember, give and take and give back again. I want to pull up the big book. I think it's step 10. I'm most certain it's step 10. The wording for it, because it basically says that we need to turn our minds to someone we can help. And often I have the big book with me, but right now I have to look it up online. So we'll see if I find it. But we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol, for by this time sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor. If tempted, we recoil from it as if from a hot flame. We react sanely and normally, and we will find that this has happened automatically. That is the promise of step 10. And just before that, it tells you why we work step 10. And when we do it, we are looking for, it says, we continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God at once to remove them. We discuss them with someone immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. Then, resolutely, we turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Love and tolerance of others is our code. So this says, when you slip up again, because it's not a matter of if, but when, in terms of your character defects. When you slip up in or find new character defects, we do a step 10, which we now know how to do very well because we've done steps 4 through 9. It's 4 through 9, but with someone with one item instead of your entire life's worth of work. And we are much quicker and efficient at it because we've done the prior steps of the program. So when we do step 10, it says here, and there's a promptness here. There's a willingness and a readiness and an action-oriented, just like posture, because it says we continue to watch. So we're not just like, when we happen to notice that this thing pops up again, no, we're watching for it. We're expecting it to some degree. And because we're watching for it, we can catch it and nip it before it becomes something massive and out of hand. And so when these crop up, not if, when these crop up, And now it's all these action verbs. We ask God to remove them. We discuss them with someone, and immediately we make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. And then we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. So yes, it's important to notice where you fall, where you miss the mark, but only long enough to address it, make amends for it, correct it, and move forward. And I heard someone say once that they, I'm going to mess it up, that they look at the devil close enough to see the whites in his eyes, and then, but not long enough. Shoot. It was a really great quote. Basically, that they look at things long enough to see them, and then they move on. You don't linger. You don't need to linger, because we know there's a solution. So we don't have to linger in the problem anymore. We have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even our character defects. How often have I fought my character defects in the form of resistance and regret and scandal? Like, I can't believe I did it again. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst person in the world. Like, what's wrong with me? I shouldn't have done that. I'm so pathetic. I'm not worth anything. Like I can't stand myself. That's fighting my character defects. That's me racking up more character defects, self-criticism and condemnation. And then what that is is more attention to myself, and my self-centeredness grows because I'm such a terrible person, and oh my gosh, it's never going to end, and maybe this program doesn't even work for me because it's not working because I messed up again. Sorry, I'll stop. It's a zone I'm very comfortable in. And it's just not helpful. Even if it's true. Even if, you messed up again. Yeah, you've been in program for so long and you did it again. There are certain emotions, and I've talked about them before, but these indulgent emotions, and I think scandal is one of them, where the end result of that emotion is more of that emotion. And it causes us to turn inward on ourselves and to spiral down into uselessness. And the purpose of the program is that we find a happy usefulness. And we do that when we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. And that's what we do. So we look at ourselves long enough to see the problem, to bring it to a sponsor and to make amends for it. And then we move on. Fully expecting, watching for when selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear creep up again. And then we ask God to remove it. We discuss it with someone immediately. We make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. And then we turn our thoughts to someone we can help. So that is what they're saying here. And it's just so counterintuitive for me. So counterintuitive. I'm like, no, I need to feel the pain of my blunder. Like, I'll just do it again if I don't suffer. Now, chances are I'm going to do it again, whether I make myself suffer or not. But I'm taking myself out of life if I choose to stay in it. And that my disease wins. My higher power doesn't want that for me. And I sure as heck can't be useful in this world or in his mission for me and his desire for my life. I can't be working in his will when I'm saying, no, God, not right now. I need to hit myself over the head with a hammer a few more times. So excuse me, I'm going to go over here and pout. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. And that might be enough. The mind's direction is more important than its progress. So if you are someone who, like me, is tempted to beat yourself up when you make a mistake, I ask you, look at where your mind's direction, look at the trajectory of that inclination. It leads to more self-centeredness, negative self-centeredness, negative self-focus, but it's all about me. And when it's all about me, nothing's about you. And the whole purpose and beauty and gift of recovery and the promises of the program are that we enjoy a happy usefulness and that we get this sense of community and fellowship because we're no longer isolated in our own interior world, but we know that we are one among many and we can bask in humility. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.